I'm worrying about going to work. I feel like I need to do everything right. In my head, if I do mess up, it'll be almost the end of the world.
James,
How are you?
coming
All right?
through. OK, thanks for coming in.
That's all right, thank you.
Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, pleased to meet you.
Do you want to give me, like, a potted history of your life?
Yep.
So I get a feel for who you are.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm 39.
Right.
And I am a father of an 8-year-old boy.
OK.
At the moment, I work in finance.
OK.
And I used to be a sportsman, and unfortunately, I had a stroke, so I had to stop. I find myself here, hoping to help me out, because I'm feeling a little bit anxious about various things, to be honest.
OK.
So, and it's escalated since I had my stroke, I would say.
That was really brief. All right, I'm going to dig now.
No, you dig.
What was your sport?
So I started off playing football. I played football semi-professionally. And then I went into athletics. And then I went into bobsled.
And how did you do in that?
I was training to go to GB trials.
Right.
And then I had my stroke, so I had to stop completely.
And that came completely out of the blue?
Out of the blue, completely out of the blue. I was going to athletics track as normal just to do my runs. The next thing I remember was waking up in hospital. Overnight, with a flick of switch, I lost everything. I felt like a burden. I felt like I couldn't provide like I would like to. It made me feel a lesser man, I would say.
When you had the stroke,
Yes.
have you come to terms with that and accepted that sometimes life throws things at us?
For the first 2 years, I didn't want to accept it.
OK.
And I felt like it was unfair, like why did it happen to me? I developed epilepsy as a byproduct of my stroke.
OK.
And at the time, it wasn't controlled with medication. That was 9 years ago now.
OK.
Now I accept it, it's part of me.
And you said you're working in finance.
I do, yes.
And do you enjoy that?
Yes, I do.
There was a big hesitation there.
There was a little.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
So you can't get away with that.
No.
So tell me why there was a big hesitation.
Again, that goes back to my anxiety, worrying about not performing and messing things up. I know I probably won't, but in my mind, if I mess up, I will lose my job. So in terms of security and, bringing in money, I want to be able to do it properly.
The level of anxiety you're describing, is it very high extreme or is it moderate?
It can be very high, not all the time. And when it is, I do not go into work because of the levels.
And what do you do then?
I stay at home, which obviously can make things worse.
Is it realistic that an employee doesn't make a mistake?
No. No, because everyone makes mistakes.
Yeah. So what you're saying, I'm doing the best I can at work, but there's a chance that, like everyone, I'll make a mistake.
Yeah.
Does that mean the end of the world?
No.
No. What does it mean?
A black mark against my name, I think. I do and always have strived to be the best at something.
Right. If you have a belief that it's the end of the world if I make a mistake, then you're paralysed about going to work. But I think what it is, James, it's important that you start reflecting on this to change your belief systems in your head. One way of starting to rewrite the script is to start making it a habit where you block your thinking.
OK.
You can break your routine down into stages, and then each stage has got a time where all you do is focus on that stage and refuse to give way.
OK.
Number 1, which means sit up. Okay. Number 2, put your feet on the floor. Number 3, stand up. Number 4, start walking. It's ridiculous, but it works.
OK.
It works.
Yeah.
Because you're like a little robot. You're just automatic pilot.
OK.
I want you to try this so that next time we meet, you can feedback.
Yeah.
Sometimes we get caught up with catastrophic thinking and loss of perspective.
Yeah, and you. Thank you.
One way to deal with this is to train our minds to do things without analysing or thinking. So, for example, if I want to go outside and weed the garden and I stop and I think, then I'm likely to think, it's a bit cold today and I'll have a bad back tomorrow and it'll take forever, so I don't go. Whereas if I say, right, I'm not going to think at all, right, start digging, then I'm likely to get the job done.
That's a behavioural approach, but once you change the behaviour, you need to look at the underlying problem.
Come in.
Hello, Steve. How are things? All right?
I'm good.
Good to see you.
Grab a seat. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I'm good.
Right. I'm going to be intrigued to hear how it's got on. How did you get on? Did you get to work every day?
I used your steps,
Yeah.
like you said, and tried to block out everything.
Did it work?
It did. It did, actually. So I was just concentrating on what I was doing at the time. On my way to work, I'd think about things that I would be doing with my son at the weekends. And then before I knew it, I was at work and just doing my day. So, yeah, it was good.
Brilliant. How do you want to define yourself? How do you want to define whether you're successful? Is it by being perfect in things and not making mistakes? Or is it about looking at your values, the person you are, the way you conduct yourself, your behaviours?
Yeah, the latter, definitely.
Yeah. People who know what their values are, and when they look in the mirror, see someone looking back who holds these values, feel at peace with themselves.
Okay, yeah.
What are your strengths?
I'm hardworking.
Yeah,
I'm honest.
yeah.
I would say I'm engaging and friendly. I care about people. And I probably would put people before myself a lot of the time.
That's a really attractive personality trait, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where you think, you know, your moral stance is we should care for each other. That's what you're saying, and I demonstrate that.
Yeah. It is difficult for me. Trying to reinforce that belief in myself.
Well, let's not force the belief because it's a truth.
Yeah.
I want you to go back over the qualities of yourself so we can start getting some self-esteem.
Yes.
Let's look at all the strong traits you've got and what you're offering, which is a lot. They're truths. They're staring you in the face.
Sounds good.
Are you happy?
I absolutely am, yes, yes.
You're on the right track.
I would hope the future brings, more positivity and I can look at myself in the mirror and feel my value and my worth. Ever so slightly every day, things are getting a bit better. I'm not superhuman and I don't need to, put myself on a pedestal. I can just do my best and try my hardest.